views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Sunflower Media Mint. Some programs might include strong images or language that might be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What can you do with 30 minutes? For us, we define things. Straightforward. New perspectives. No gray area. It is black and white. You're listening to the New You Podcast.
Back to the pod on a Wednesday night, 15th of July, 24th episode for the New You Podcast live at Facebook. Tonight's going to be interesting because we're going to talk about something new with our society and culture. Well, if you missed our episodes or previous ones, you can catch it in our website, of course, www.thenewuph.com. And of course, you can download and listen to the episodes of the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. But for tonight, of course, we have the guys from Bounce Back Network. There's a new game in town, the Tick Tock show. So if you have actually watched the pilot episode and the episodes that they're doing, we have the gang on the pod right now. So welcome, Andy Smith, Taki Saito, and Alexa Miro. Welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome.
Hi. Hello.
How are you guys?
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, our pleasure actually to have you all here in the show. Well, Jason De La Rosa, the founder of Bounce Back, is supposed to be with us, but well, that's the good thing here with going digital. We're juggling between shows. Jason is monitoring the other show right now. We're doing this all in a network right now. So I mean, Jason and I spoke about 2 months ago. We started a bit of a podcast as well. And then, look, after 2 months, we're doing this, guys. I mean, you guys have your own show. We're doing this podcast for 2 months, and everything well so far. But before anything else, how are you guys during this lockdown? Andy, kamusta? How are you?
I'm going well, bro. It was very nice to meet you both, and congratulations on your show. Also, syempre, the last 2 to 3 months has been kind of crazy. But instead of looking at it negatively, we try to, take the positive step, pivot, and well,
Taki is also joining us from Tokyo, Japan. So
Yes.
this is something good. This is something interesting because we're not really limited right now with the locations.
Yeah.
We can
That's true.
We're doing this borderless, man. I mean, we with our previous episodes, we have guests from New York, we have guests from other countries as well.
Wow.
And that's really fantastic. I mean, it's something that it's doable right now because we're online, we're on the internet.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
like Taki, how are you guys there in Japan right now?
Well, in Japan, first of all, we weren't locked down from the start. So parang nothing has really changed that much. Parang they just told us like parang if you don't have to go out, don't go out. So for your own safety, that was right now we're slowly but surely getting back to work. We're having pictorials. I mean, in my job, we're having pictorials. Some people are going to offices, but of course, every precautions are taken care of, like alcohol, wear a mask, and then of course temperature check. And then if you've been like in contact with someone who had corona recently, of course, like stay home or like go to the doctor. Syempre, diba? Parang it's we're trying to live around it na. Kasi otherwise, if we don't move, hindi na natin alam kung kailan na pwede. So parang you just have to move around it na lang. So yeah, and it's hard, but it's the new life. It's the new thing. So, yeah. It's like, this social media calls and like those social media podcasts and like shows, they're all like the new life. It's a new thing. So yeah.
Perfect, that's good.
Coping with it.
Alexa, how are you right now?
Hi. I have to agree first and foremost with what Taki said. I think we all expected for this not to go on for so long. But since it has and it's still here, I I think we all are trying to make a way to move around it. But like what Sir Andy said earlier as well, I kind of see a lot of um, positive effects that it's bringing to us, such as I myself as a person have greatly improved. Kumbaga, I'm proud of myself for finding ways um, to be more productive, to
Hmm.
better hone my talents na hindi ko siya
Mhm.
maiisip before kasi parang
Yes.
naka-ready lang lagi yung jobs that we go through the
Tama.
tapings. Tapos ngayon, we are challenged to be more creative. We're challenged to be more focused talaga. So in a way, it's been really good for me. I hope for a lot of people as well.
Well, good to hear you guys. Well, before we start, kukumustahin ko na muna yung co-host ko. Still with Reg, of course.
Yeah!
Kamusta ka, Reg?
Hi, Reg.
Explain mo na naman ako.
Ako naman, syempre. How are you, Reg?
Kikita na tayo sa office bukas.
Well, for those who have been following the New Year since day one, Reg and I is actually co-leagues in the morning. So this is something new with this
Wow.
pandemic. We do our morning jobs, of course, and then at nighttime we do the New You, and it's something that interests a lot. And honestly, it's something like what Alexa mentioned, though. These are the things that you don't realize that it can really happen. Okay,
Yeah.
because we're so into the mainstream media, we're so into the a platform wherein it's really what do you call this pili, or there is something na
Yeah.
talagang you have to be aligned to that media for you to have a voice. But in this pandemic,
true.
what I guess what we all found was we can build our own platforms regardless of who listens. Sometimes we have episodes wherein there's only 1, 2, 3 viewers. We don't care.
Yeah.
And that's completely fine. It's because we love what we're doing, and the good thing here is this episode is downloadable. So if ever you miss this, you can catch it back. So Reg,
Wow.
hindi, kakamustahin talaga kita. Kamusta?
Huwag mo natin kalimutin. Huwag naman. Huwag mo naman i-skip.
I've been okay. The pandemic, I mean, well, as mentioned, Harley and I are colleagues, and we're returning to the office na once a week. So that's something na siguro for how many months na ba tayo naka-lockdown? Since March?
Since March, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, even though it's just once a week, syempre maninibago na naman ako.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna feel so weird being back at the office, especially with all the new guidelines. If I'm not mistaken nga, we have to bring slippers kasi we can't bring the outside shoes inside the area and everything. So that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be my first time being back tomorrow tomorrow at the office.
Good luck. Have fun.
Anyway, guys. What's more interesting is onto the topic, the new game show. Pinoy. Typical Pinoy. Sobrang ano tayo eh. We grew up with game shows, watching game shows on televisions, and
That's true.
even auditioning, joining it for the hope of really winning something out of it. And then now what? Bounce Back Network is coming up. Well, they're starting this Tick Tock show. Andy, okay, care to tell us more about Tick Tock show?
Yeah, so since Bounce Back, I think for the people watching, started as a network for people to about a business or losing their job. We just pushed everyone together to help each other.
Sure.
So we started off with donate, supporting each other's businesses, following each other on Instagram. That's how it originally started.
Sure.
I think where the twist came was we wanted we wanted there to be fun. We actually started with a DJ online party, and then actually Alexa was the second episode where we did an at-home concert. So then we went into games because we thought, syempre, people would like to also win money.
True.
At this time right now, a lot of people have lost their jobs, sadly.
Yes.
So we thought this would be a nice way to give back and at the same time have fun.
Yeah.
So if you see the people who have, you can't help but like almost shed a tear because like I think one of our first winners, they needed money for medicine for
Yeah.
their
For your kid.
True.
yeah, they needed food for their kids. So yeah, sarap yung feeling na you're helping people, but they're also
Tama.
enjoying at the same time.
Mm.
Yeah. Taki and Alexa, well, being the face, of course, Taki and Alexa here are the host for Tick Tock show. Being the face of the show, how's the experience different? I mean, even from before, the usual game shows we're in, there's really an interaction physical. I mean, you're
Yeah.
there, then the host is there. But now you guys are managing a show we're in, like this one, where we're really far apart. Even countries apart with Taki here in Japan. So
They-
how are you guys engaging with your audience and with your contestants? Yeah.
I think for me, I'm gonna go first, Alexa, ha? Naka-dead
Yeah, go,
plan,
go.
ano eh. Naghintayan tayo dito.
Ayaw nga, sorry.
No problem, no problem. I mean, I used to be a host in Eat Bulaga. So I was very used to having a lot of like communication with the audience, talking to them, seeing their reactions and stuff like that. It's really different talaga pag visually mo nararamdaman yung pakiramdam nila. Pero like through social media, because of everything that is happening, TikTok show gives you the opportunity to still have that feeling. Siyempre, magkakaroon tayo ng problema when it comes to signal or stuff like that, kung depende sa audio and stuff like that. Kasi siyempre, it's through computer talaga eh. Pero in a way, it gives you an opportunity to still play those games again and again and again and gives you the opportunity to like parang ano talaga eh, to give back. That's why I'm like, honestly, even if I'm all the way to Japan, sobrang thankful ako that I'm one of the face of TikTok show because parang it really feels good. Like, the main goal of TikTok show is really to like give back. Like, not give back kasi hindi naman galing sa bulsa namin, galing sa production namin. Pero it's like, it's more on like parang giving the opportunity to the people who need it
Yeah.
to help their families. Parang yun talaga yung main goal ng TikTok show eh. Kasi kahit kami, like you said earlier, it doesn't matter how many people are watching it.
Yeah.
What matters is the people that, wins. The people that participate and we can actually help. So parang yun talaga yung main goal about the whole concept of the show. For me,
Yeah.
pero siguro the whole show is on that. Also.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think also with how things are being run lately, like the digital productions, I mean, there are a lot of podcasts, there are a lot of live streams, and a lot of shows. In a way, aside from giving back or helping the people in need, kasi it's about the company as well. Some people in the pandemic are alone, wala silang kasama, some people are having a hard time or going through something, and I think with the way digital shows are going right now, it's really heavily on the audience interaction. It's a connection eh.
Yeah. Minsan kasi ang sarap lang may makausap eh. Kasi mag-isa lang eh. You just watch movies on your own and then you're done with all the movies. You don't wanna call like anyone. Siguro during this time, ito yung pinakamarami akong tinawagan. Siguro yun. Lahat ng kaibigan ko, lahat ng hindi ko nakausap na matagal, bigla na lang tinatawagan ko na sila. Kamusta? What's up? What you doing? Parang gano'n na talaga eh.
Even though alam mo naman na totally pwedeng walang nangyayari dahil nga naka-lockdown, di ba? Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But still, just sharing that, yeah, we're on the same boat. I'm feeling what you're feeling, di ba? Parang ganun lang. Alexa, how about you? Well, how are you? I mean, with this all new thing with hosting a digital show like TikTok show.
Well, I've never really hosted professionally before, except for weddings. Weddings, yes, weddings and mall shows. I've tried before, pero never a game show. I was, of course, a bit nervous to do it, but I was up for the challenge, and luckily, si Taki has been a really, really great host to do it with, and the
Ano
whole
ba naman?
production.
Ano ba naman? Alam ko naman yan. Joke lang. Joke lang.
So, we're always just having fun, even
Yeah.
though we most of the time we forget what we're gonna say, or
So
like
true.
what Taki said earlier, it's hard kasi when you don't see the interaction of the people in front of you, you don't see their reactions, you don't feel their happiness, or if
Yes.
it's getting boring, you need to carry it, diba? Parang if
Yeah.
since we are doing it digitally,
Mm-mm.
we have to keep up the energy. But I think what helps us to do that is the goal of the game show itself. Like what Taki said, that TikTok is really for helping people, not only money wise, or it's also yes, for companionship, especially sa mga malalayo. May mga tao all the way from like Tugigaraw, I think,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
places like that. And as soon as they join our game show, it's like the smile on their faces are, we can't paint them anymore. Sobrang saya nila. Mabibigyan lang ng chance
True.
to join our game show.
Mm-mm.
So it really means a lot to me that I'm part of such a corporation, thanks to TikTok, thanks to Bounce Back and you.
That's good. Actually, when we started the New Year also, 2 months ago, I think, yeah, 2 months ago something. When this pandemic,
Months ago.
when this pandemic happened, we have that idea of really creating a platform for real people. Okay.
Right.
Eh, all of the shows, I mean, no, not all of the shows. Most of the shows are looking for big names. Okay, they always want to guess big personalities or what and all, because that's the name of the game in terms of entertainment here in our country. But
Mm-hmm.
if we look at the internet, it's a different animal out there. We are actually conquering a global market
That's
wherein
right.
you don't know na, I mean, if you're looking at the Philippines alone, yun nga, maybe we're looking at may viewer tayo from Tuguegarao or
Mm.
Butuan or wherever dito sa Pilipinas. But if you're looking at on a global scale, you don't know, maybe in a corner of Africa or a street
Yes.
in Europe, someone like,
Yeah.
'di ba? I mean, it's really everywhere. Your market, the world is your market right now. And it's
That's
something
true.
that we are interacting, we are touching the lives of those persons. I remember guesting Alex Calleja here in the show. Well, he's a stand-up comedian, we know for a fact. And then what he mentioned was yun nga, when he started going live in Facebook as well, he started with about less than 10 viewers. But
Really.
suddenly he gets these messages that, "Oi, I was depressed at this time, and then I watched your show. It helped me a lot." For him, that started everything.
Yeah.
For him, it's worth it. He doesn't
Wow.
care if he spends 30 minutes of his time going live on Facebook, but it's really touching a person. You don't know what that person is going through right now.
Mm.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Okay. But going back with this Tech Tac show, Andy, how do you see? I mean, there's a question here from one of our audiences. I think what on your perspective, guys, in terms of increasing audience interaction and participation in your own digital shows, how do you see it? How do you see doing it? Kasi it's different eh. Kumbaga, with live shows, possibly there are scripts sometimes,
Mm.
or maybe a stage, whatever, alam mo na, skits, di ba? I mean,
Yeah.
it happens. We
Yeah.
know it happens. But like this show, honestly, like this show, it's very raw. We don't hold
Yeah.
any script. See, this is just a paper. We don't hold any script. This guy doesn't know my questions or what. This is just a chill conversation. So,
Yeah.
how do you see raising this interaction on the digital? Because that's the current problem right now. I mean, not really a problem, more of a challenge. How do we interact more in this world?
Well, I think like when it's raw, like Taki and Alexa know this. We're quite scrappy when it comes to scripts, so um, we're really just running with a guideline.
Mm-mm.
And on the back end, syempre, we're sending each other messages like,
Yeah.
Stow, quickly, talk for 3 minutes. We need to do this. But in saying that, kasi, like, I mean, I also come from hosting on TV.
Yeah.
So they're very what do you call it? Like formulated the way they do things. But
Yeah.
I like spontaneity. So
Yes.
I prefer to see people how they work on the fly, which I think uh, she she already had experience working on the fly, so she was very good at filling in the dead air.
Mm-mm.
See, Alexa, didn't have much experience going in, but it only took her maybe a handful of minutes to really adjust.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where you can grow as a host, learning things on the fly. If you've done live shows or even live TV. But as far as interaction with the people, I think just making it fun for them, and syempre the chance to win also, making them feel a part of something. Like what we did in the first episode, it was very like bahala na, like it took some time to get the guests on the screen kasi some of them are on data plan, but dapat may Wi-Fi for streaming.
Yes.
So there was a few problems there in the beginning, but in the last 2 weeks, what we did, we pre-registered people, and we've been doing even offline prizes, like guys, throw us your Gcash. The first random 10 will get 100 each.
Yeah.
So we're trying to keep consistent with how we're releasing the games. But for me, because I see live as really the future of entertainment. You imagine, like, we don't need a 200,000 peso camera with hundreds of thousands of pesos of light. Like, I got a ring light that cost me 900. It cost me 1.8. So like, to think of that investment as a setup, plus your cell phone and internet, it's given people such an advantage. And like what you were saying about like the big celebs, like me and I also have an agency right now, which Alexa is one of the hosts for an app that we use. And the big celebrities do come in, but then sometimes it's not always them that is the strongest celebrity on the platform.
Of course.
Like what you see people go level. So I have hosts that have 6,000 followers on Instagram, but they're my top 4 hosts against people that have millions on Instagram. So right now what we're seeing is like this level playing field where if you have talent, if you have something good to say and people want to listen, this is really your chance right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And to add to that, Andy, you mentioned about big names and all, like what we've been talking earlier. Well, first I want to say thanks to those who spend time with us on this season for the new you. You can check our website. You can see some names who joined us. Well, Mo Twister, I think. Yeah, Mo joined us. He's in Vegas. Gave some time. Shagumabaw, DJ Chacha, and a few more. Even Chot Reyes joined us in the pod.
Yeah.
And I would like to really, really thank them because honestly, they shared time. It's a matter of, for them also, I think they believed in seeing this platform. And it's good that, hey guys, you guys from Bounce Back, Tick Tock, we're starting this. I mean, at least for the Philippines, we're starting this. And it's good to be always there at the start. Like what you guys mentioned, diba? I mean, you started the pilot with no script at all. Minsan may mga dead air and all. Those are birth pains. we cannot avoid that. And the good thing there is the people is really seeing that it's raw. It's raw and it's real. That's the good thing about it. Alexa,
and I think,
go ahead.
Even when there is mistakes, like if you look at TV, like an edited show, you're seeing the highlight moments.
Yeah.
But what I like about live is you get to see mistakes.
Yes.
And
yes, really.
I enjoy mistakes because then you see the true character of that person. Like me and Alexa are doing lives every day on this other app, and syempre we make mistakes. One time I was talking, and then people were commenting, and I had like something on my nose, and I didn't know. And then when I looked, it's like, it was super embarrassing, but at that time it was actually a funny moment.
Yes.
And even you're having your kids, come in behind you, or your phone falls on the floor. Like
Right.
those things are happening during the lives, but it's how you recover and use that as something that people can laugh at.
Exactly. With our episode, Reg, speaking of mistakes, I mean, Reg and I, this is our 24th episode for the new you and about 6 episodes rest now for you,
Yeah.
Mud.
Wow.
In those 24 episodes, we have our shares of mistakes. We have our shares of sabaw moments. Sabihin natin sa pag mga
No, no,
ganun.
no. Correction.
What?
We have them every Friday when
Every
we go
Friday.
live on
Yeah.
Friday.
But
Every Friday.
yeah, but I think
Okay, salamat. Wednesday kami. Salamat. Wednesday kami. Yes! Yes!
but there's this one episode I think that's with Michelle Gumaba wherein we got caught because my internet went down.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Okay, so we're in the middle of a stream. We're about siguro mga 50, 60 viewers na rin. I mean for a starting show, that's cool. I mean, to have that the viewers. And then suddenly the internet went down. And then when we went back up, we were calling the attention of the provider because hey, uy, nag-show kami. So bigla na down. So we were really just we're starting something here. But yeah, birth pains as always. Taki and Alexa,
Yes.
I mean with you, I mean the sharing of this with how do you interact like yeah with your audience right now with live shows even before no even yung mga nakatape naman natin we know the interaction wherein lalapit sila sa audience and then they interview some and you know right now that it's all digital of course you have your contestants yung ka-interact ninyo but how do you really interact with those people on the comment section something like that do you see Alexa naman
Well,
yan.
Um, well, like I said earlier, when we try to invite the guests already on our lives, me and Taki, we do our best to really get to know them, and we actually, honestly and genuinely, want to know where they're from, how they're doing, in spite of everything that's happening. And like you said, naman in the comment section, it really makes me smile. Na Taki never forgets to shout them out as much names as she can because
Marami na dito, Taki.
Marami na.
Umuulan na siya actually.
Wait lang kayo, hindi ko nakikita ngayon eh. Pasensya na lang
Me
po.
too, me too. Ayun,
Sorry.
syempre, kasi hindi naman lahat ma-invite
Yes.
namin sa game namin mismo. So that's what we try to do is we shout out as many names as possible and we thank them for participating through on and with every game show that we have. Some of the contestants from last time stay and join again next time. So it's really nice that they have become part of what we are trying to achieve na rin.
About you, Taki?
Okay. Ako naman, I mean, for me and Alexa, I think we're really like active on social media. So we look at people, tagging us on their Insta stories and stuff like that. When it comes to the show naman, what we try to do is really get to know the crowd because like if you don't connect with your crowd, there's no way the show will keep on going. I mean, let's be realistic. If you don't have enough viewers after a while of doing it, it's really hard to continue.
Yes.
Like,
That's true.
especially in our show, we are giving money. So like if we don't get attention, it's very, very hard, especially, I mean, not really for me and Alexa, but more for the team. But like, it's really hard to like really not connect with them because like we are all in this together. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Like we are doing what we love to do. You guys have an opportunity to win. So parang if we're not gonna be friends, if we're not gonna be like communicating, it's not gonna work. So parang me and Alexa, I think mabait naman po kaming mga bata. Mabait naman kami. So siguro kung ano po yung nakikita nyo, yun po yung ano po talaga kami. So that's what's really nice. Kasi katulad ng sinabi kanina, we don't have scripts. Actually, that's why sometimes sobrang nabubulol kami. Me and Alexa, we always overlap. Because like, we really do not have scripts. Pero doon nakikita talaga yung totoo pagkatao. Kaya feeling ko the show is going well because of that. Because like, they see what they get. Parang, you get what
They get what they see.
Yeah, you get what they see. Yun nga, sabi ko parang may mali. Pero ganun talaga. So, it's a give and take situation talaga. Especially when it comes to Tick Tock show.
Yeah, I think also that what you mentioned about like having the mistakes or not having a script, it's very raw and it adds to the human factor. So it's very charming. It's very charming. It's very attractive because these are people that you see. It's not like TV because you know how when you see someone on TV, a celebrity on TV, you see the perfection. You see what they want to show you or how they want to project themselves. But when it's a live stream, like what Andy said, you make mistakes and it's very raw, it's very human, and it adds to the. I guess for me personally, when I watch live streams as well, it really feels like I know that person in a sense, like there's a connection because of the human factor there.
That's true. Because like parang in a way, like some of us would be on TV and stuff like that, but anyone could have the opportunity. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's like we're basically all the same kind, and everyone has the opportunity. And I think that right now, with everything happening, it kind of like made us all and like we're all in the same thing. So like basically, wala na. Kailangan na namin pakita na tao din kami. Kaya nagkakamali din. Kaya may mga times, it's just, we are public figures. So in short, kaya pinag-uusapan. Pero I'm sure lahat ng pinagdaanan ko, lahat pinagdaanan ni Alexa, lahat ng pinagdaanan ng mga artista, lahat kayo pinagdaanan nyo na din. Hindi nyo lang alam. For sure yun. But in these kind of situation, doon nyo talaga